Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
AKA Mr. Moo Shot himself. AKA la doble sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Yo, in the building. What's good? One of the phenom in the lightweight division, putting everybody on notice after beating the crap out of Rhodes, dropping 3 times, cutting his in his what you call it, the cheekbone. Still got the scars of war. What's good? Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield Sr. Wonderful. What's good, man? How's the health?
It's good. Face just got the stitches and whatnot.
How many stitches you got, man?
I don't even know. I didn't even care to ask.
22.
Damn, 22 is a man. Come on, we was getting ready for the movies, man. We was getting ready for Creed 4, all that stuff, man. Now that gotta take a back seat.
Yeah, for now.
Don't worry, the lady's gonna like it. What you got that scar on your face?
How did you like the fight? Talk to me.
I love the fight, bro. I think even though that it could have ended early, and Rhodes just kept on getting up and showing his warrior spirit. His warrior spirit gave you the opportunity to showcase your warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like the longevity of the fight, the punch resistance, switching from southpaw orthodox. You already showed you've been showing that at ease. And you're not only switching just to switch to tell the fans, I could switch, I got more wrinkles in the bag, but you're actually switching for a purpose. And we seen when you switch, then you knock them down and things of that nature. You switching for a purpose. You make timely adjustments, and only a fighter with a great IQ make timely adjustments, in-ring adjustments like you made that night. So I was very excited about that fight, your skill set and your warrior spirit, and it actually probably showed. It showed probably yourself something new.
Nah, I knew I had it.
Yeah, I mean, you never. That's the first time you're being cut, though, right?
That's the first time I've ever been cut. Yes.
So is this the first time that you had to face that type of adversity, dealing with the cut or things of that nature? So how was that?
I mean, it wasn't hard. I dealt with it afterwards. Afterwards is the hard part where you gotta get stitched up, and that's the part where it hurt. But in the fight, it's still a fight. You still got rounds to go.
Mm-hmm. Yo, it did feel. Hold on, it did feel like, what I'm saying, you was really feeling the cut, you was feeling the blood, you wanted more blood, you're licking the blood and stuff like that off your cheekbone, off your lips and stuff like that. Like Eddie Murphy in Brooklyn and Vampires in Brooklyn.
He said, "I never seen that." Yeah, he don't even remember licking it. I told him that spirit, that warrior spirit, taste that blood.
you ain't see the replay.
I did afterwards, but everybody after the fight, they was like, "Yeah, you was licking your blood." I was like, it was licking into my mouth, and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Now it actually when it was live, it was like, yeah, like you taste the blood. That's what I wanted. Like it sparked a whole new Kid Austin. Like the alter ego just came out. And that's what it looked like. That's why I was like, oh shit. Oh, and then right away when the referee said go, y'all was ready. You was ready to go. So that was the moment that I think that moment is gonna be attached to you for a while. So
telling us October we should be fighting, and Bernard Hopkins announced in a press thing right in front of Jojo. He wants us to fight Jojo Diaz. So we want that fight. We want that fight bad.
That's a great opportunity. That's a good call out from Bernard Hopkins, a legend in the game. Not tippy toeing. They're not trying to give you no easy pickings. Jojo Diaz an Olympian. Jojo Diaz is a 2-division world champion or 1-division world champion, but got the WBC interim in the lightweight division. And when he beat Javier Fortuna, so he had a victory the same night that you did. So I think that would be a perfect matchup, a perfect fight for Kid Austin.
I totally agree. That'd be a great test. Great test. Because we respect Jojo. He's a good champion and he's a warrior. So I like to see the two warriors go at it. I think it will be great for the people.
In Texas as well, too.
San Antonio.
It could be in San Antonio or it could be in California. Don't bother me which location they pick.
I think San Antonio will be good, man.
San
Antonio,
yeah.
San Antonio is going to be good. I mean, you showed the people that in the last minute, this easily could have been a fight that was postponed or an event that was postponed. I think if you was not in the car, to be honest, I think and because of the location and y'all made y'all name in Texas and San Antonio. Shout out to Cameron Davies as well, doing a great job. I think if it wasn't for you, I think this event would have been canceled.
Right, I think so.
But you brought them out. You brought your fans out, the people that's been loyal to you since the beginning. And the most important thing I do like about that is that your upbringing is what kept this event going. If y'all didn't have that plan before even signing with Golden Boy Promotion and just putting y'all shows in San Antonio, it all the stars aligned itself for this moment.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a good observation.
Yeah, man. What do you think about your the fight itself? What did you learn outside of the cut and dealing with that? What did you learn about yourself that fight?
That I could fight through a cut. That shocked me. It was bleeding a lot because I felt it, and it felt just like a whole bunch of water just running down my face. So I told myself, yeah, I'm cut. But after that, it was like I'm still on go mode. So I guess the adrenaline kept it for me feeling it. But I mean, still, I feel it right now because that numbing cream is starting to wear off, so I'm starting to feel the cuts and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Probably the more that you talk, it feels like it's talking to you. It's open.
I was just eating chips, and I was like, I can't even eat right now.
Because you just got it done, though.
Yeah.
But what I learned about him from that fight, I got to see his warrior heart and that he can entertain the crowd. Mm-hmm. That was really good for the 20-year-old to be able to interact with the crowd and all that. To me, that showed a new side for me.
Now, of course, I'm telling you, leading up to your next several fights, they're going to play. They should, you know what I'm saying? A good production team is going to keep playing that clip because right after you lick your wounds, you tell the crowd, let's go, referee, get out the way, let's go. That's what we want in the sport of boxing. I think we're missing that type of action, that type of feeling, that type of moment. And you created that moment, even though it was just an adrenaline. You didn't even notice that you actually created that moment. Maybe because this is second nature to you. You know what I'm saying? You're the warrior, and we're just out here being a witness to what you do inside the ring.
That's right. So how you feel about that?
That's true.
Yeah, the lightweight division is stacked up. It's been stacked up, but now you put everybody on notice. Now they can't. You a main event now, Golden Boy. I don't know who you gonna be co-main event. Now they say this guy's certified. Now we gotta stay in Texas, Cali, whatever. This guy's a main eventer. And not even your potential other opponents. We want Jojo Diaz in the ring. Jojo, if you listening, Jojo's nowhere to run. Ain't nobody calling you out. It's only one man that's out there that wants you now. It's Kid Austin. You know, it's right. One guy. Y'all in the same DAZN. Golden Boy Promotions, Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, Jojo Diaz. That's the fight to be made. No excuses, Joseph from the Bible. No excuses. You fight this man.
We would close it good this year. We would close it well. That's a big fight for these. That would be good.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, man. The 22. I mean, why not? Look at 2023.
Right.
You know, it's all aligning itself. What do you feel about that fight, Kid? Jojo and yourself.
Politically correct.
You gotta take the fight first. You gotta take the fight first.
Stylistically, what do you feel about it? Like, what do you feel about Jojo? You know, he's an Olympian. He is southpaw. He's crafty in the inside, and he's a veteran. What do you feel about what he could bring to the table? What he could bring out of you? You think?
Honestly, I feel like he ain't nothing I ain't seen before. He's just a pressure fighter who's looking to throw to the body the whole fight, to try and wear you down, to try to go back to the head. So I feel like style wise, I'll break him down. I'll box him, probably get him frustrated. And yeah.
Is it the preparation that is it the preparation? Like, we all know the sparring stories with Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Tank Davis. You've been in the gym with these guys. You've seen how they prepare. You prepare alongside with them. You've done your own thing. Is it the preparation that you just been in the mix for a while, that you look at other fighters like, I could pick apart. Maybe the fans are all excited about but I got this.
But he was in camp with Jojo. Remember,
so yeah. Too. I remember that.
He had to pay us and ask us not to punish Jojo anymore.
Yeah. Y'all went from when y'all went from Vegas to California that time.
Right. Yep. So then he was Jojo's sparring partner. So they got a story. You know, he helped Jojo get ready for Devin. Although he lost, he still was his sparring partner getting him ready. So they got a story. So it'll be a great fight.
You know what's good about the stories though, that we never hear the story that they did their thing versus Kid Austin. We never hear that story though.
I've never heard nobody. You're the first person to make that point.
You know what I'm saying? We heard all the sparring stories. Even when y'all was going at it, you and Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson actually said, man, you know, Kid Austin is good. Keyshawn's my boy. I'm gonna stay out of it. Like, he didn't even want to have no input in it, because maybe he's gonna be like, yo, Key. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know. So let me stay out of it.
I can probably say at least I'll probably bet my house that Shakur told Keyshawn, don't even do that. He said that.
And you heard him call Keyshawn out after the fight. They asked him, what do you want? He said, I want Keyshawn.
And then 2 hours later, he called out Edwin De Los Santos. Like, bro, I just called you out, and you're not calling out Andy no more. You're calling out somebody else. I was like, he irrelevant now.
Oh man, but you do still want that fight, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna keep calling his name, because I mean, I'm not getting the fight right now or this year. But when I get that fight, oh yeah.
But Jojo is I'm talking like Jojo is probably more credible right now, because
that's what I said. I would settle for Jojo, since
nobody stopped Jojo. So we stopped Jojo. Not if. When we stopped Jojo, that's something to be spoke about. This young man stopping Jojo. So I think it would be a great challenge.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Charles Edward Cheese in the chat. Shout out to HLD. Shout out to HLD. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, who just beat up Rose from pillar to post. Gave a great action-packed fight. Put the lightweight division on notice, or wherever he want to campaign in. Only 20 years old. 20 years old. And look, you're 20, and we're still questioning guys that's like 20 plus, like moving to 30 years old, whether they got the warrior spirit. What happens if they get hit? What happens if they get cut? You have already checked mainly all the boxes, except from fighting that probably elite guy in lightweight division, but you have checked the boxes in terms of skill set, what you got in the bag, warrior spirit, adversity. Like, only 20 years old, man. Have you hit the club yet? I'm not saying hit the club, but I'm saying you're only 20 years old. And we don't. And what we do, I mean, like, we usually ask young fighters, right, Pops, at that age, well, let's wait till they get to like 23 to see their man strength. Ain't nobody asking Kid Austin, wait till we see 23 or 24 to see where his man strength. You already got you got man strength already.
Oh yeah, I feel like when I get to that age, it's probably gonna be deadly. It's gonna be crazy, you know, because I'm starting to see I do hit really hard.
Because you still getting used to your body though. Like, you're still getting used to that. That's the scary thing. You're still getting used to it.
Yeah, it's crazy to think just last year I was a teenager.
Really?
You feel like you have been through that you lived a longer life than a 20-year-old?
Oh yeah, it feels like it's been a long time. I feel like I'm 25. As far as how long this boxing's been, I feel like it's been a while, but I ain't tired of it. So
How you feel, Pops, about the maturity of your son?
Oh, I already knew this was gonna happen, but I told you from day one that the world gonna see the greatest boxer of all time develop right in front of their eyes. So I already said that from day one. Now they getting to see, okay, what is that saying? And to me, that wasn't even an A-level performance. We made mistakes in it that we shouldn't have made. They say we got hit 8 times at max per round. I feel we should have only got hit 5. So, I'm still a critic. We still got to polish up some things before Jojo. But I feel he did an overall job. And his grown man strength, I really believe he's going to hurt a lot of people when he get that.
I think so too. It's scary, and it's a deep division. It got good names. It got good veterans. Of course, Jojo Diaz is number 1 right now. Jojo, man, I don't know. If your own promotional company's called out Kid Austin for you, I want to see how that gonna work. You can't just say no to the powers that be. Don't say no.
I said we'll probably be arguing back and forth on what to do.
He like, yo, Bernard, come on, man. Why you did that to me, man? Why you put me in a spot like that?
Oh yeah,
Jojo called Bernard, like, come on, Bernard. Yeah, no, don't put me on the spot like that.
For me, the only argument should be how much he getting paid. Because he got losses. He can't lose nothing there.
He gonna max out this fight. I guarantee.
All he could do is ask for a certain amount of money and let them pay him for them to fight. Because what's gonna happen? I mean, he's scared of a loss. He got 4 losses already.
Oh, he gonna try to get cash out this fight.
If he gonna get $250,000 for this fight, let's work. Let's get some money. Let's feed our families.
Yeah. I think at this point, with the merge of Kid Austin and Jojo Diaz, when I'm not saying that Jojo Diaz is some type of gatekeeper maybe somebody would say that, but I'm not even calling him that yet in the lightweight division, because I think a lot of people still got things to prove in the lightweight division, in my opinion. Even with a Tank Davis that, he's selling out arenas and things of that nature. People feel like he got things to prove still in the lightweight division, Shakur Stevenson just moved up. He only fought Yoshino, which Yoshino did beat Nakatani. That was a good performance, but people still is questioning him what he's going to do in 135, even though that he was a 2-division world champion. So, and Devin Haney, who a lot of people out there felt like Lomachenko did beat him, but maybe a rematch is going to separate that type of performance or where he's currently at. Yes, he's undisputed lightweight, but there's people out there that feel like he's not even the top dog, even as a lightweight. So there's a lot of questions, and there's going to be a lot of answers. And with the emerge of yourself, of course, Keyshawn Davis, you got Cepeda, you got Linares still lingering around. You must be licking your chops, man.
That's our next one. We want after Jojo, we want to fight Linares. And then Cepeda. We want to clean the house in our building. We want to clean that floor real fast, then go to the other promotion company. So that's the next 3 fights we would like to line up.
Who you think who truly wants to fight Kid Austin? Like, who you think really wanted to? Like, you called out people before. Who wants to get in the ring with you?
Nobody. They're gonna have to get forced. The promoter got to tell them you got to get in, or we got to be the mandatory where they got to fight it. They're gonna have to fight us regardless. We got the WBA making sure they're gonna have to fight us regardless, and we doing our thing to move up the ranks. So they're not gonna be able to avoid us. And I want to see all of them.
But of course, after this win, you're going to be moving up in all the belt federations and stuff like that. So I'm not even watching it currently where y'all rank, because I did watch it before the fight, but they still haven't even uploaded the new ranking. So of course, after this victory, y'all going to be moving on up. I want to ask Son and Pops this question, because I did hate this comment from Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley said that father trainer should be banned from boxing. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know if you heard him saying, he did it in a podcast with Steve Kim and Mario Lopez. We was talking about that the other day, and I'm saying in my mind, what? Like, you got Boozy Ennis, you got Devin Haney, what he did for his son. You got T.O. Senior. You got all these great fathers, Virgil T. Senior. You got Floyd Schofield Senior. What do you mean you want them banned from boxing? And What do you feel about those comments?
I was gonna say the same. He's a hypocrite.
His dad trained him.
They
got him always in it.
With assistant coach.
Assistant coach. So he did the same thing. He trying to ban what he hated.
I think so. I think I'm gonna say exactly what he said because I don't want to put no words in. Hold on. Is it this one? He said this was the boxing scene. He said it just needs to be banned. Bradley said on the 3 knockout rule. I think boxing needs to ban father partnership. Ban it. Your father cannot be your trainer. Your father, he could be in your corner, whatever, but he cannot be your trainer. I think it should be banned. Honestly, man. That's what he stated in the podcast. Let me take it. You just said it right there, man. The relationship between your father and son is horrible. I totally disagree 100%. I hate that comment because I know if y'all know y'all been rocking with me for a while. I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I'm always talking about fatherhood. I think it's very, very important in boxing and also in society. And the thing about boxing is that we see what society has, especially in the urban area where there's a lot of people talk about absent fathers and single parent households and things of that nature. You know, fathers not being in the house. But in boxing, that's what you see. You see the opposite. You see the father and son. You see the collaboration. You see the duo. You see this beautiful collab of father and son. For him to make that statement, I was angry. I didn't. Why? Why make that statement? Like, why? You know?
I think he was borderline hating because during his time, I don't know how much he was making a fight, but these father and son duos are making millions. Like, what did Devin make? $6 million the last fight or something like that. So father and son duos is killing it. Tio and his dad making the millions. So it seemed like some hater stuff right there. Maybe his contract didn't allow him to make millions, but because a father gonna look out for his son. So that's the difference. A father gonna ride for their child and make sure it's done right. And for him to say to take out the protection of the father and leave a child there or a young man to do business amongst these sharks without protection, something wrong there.
Yeah, it's crazy because because look at the moves that you have made, and I think that you have become a trailblazer as well. You know, and shout out to Bill Haney as well. I like what in the business side. You know, there is father trainers, but then there's the business side of things, and you have done a wonderful job. Like, it's not only that you put your son in position business wise, coach wise, if it's working with Shields, if it's signing a deal with Cameron Davies, if it's hooking up with Rick Ross, those are that fatherly instinct, business savvy decisions that you made for your son. That probably your son at the time, he just focused on boxing. You know, if it wasn't for you and it was just all right, let somebody else take control, we wouldn't see Kid Austin this Saturday. We wouldn't see main eventing. We wouldn't see that stars aligning itself from Davies, San Antonio, and then you got the San Antonio and everything. Just if it wasn't for that fatherly, a father that learned the business, taught his son, molded his son, but also learned the business of boxing, and you want that piece to be banned, that is crazy.
Crazy. That don't make sense. But let's not give Tim too much time.
I just because I haven't asked no father yet. You know what I'm saying? After he made that comment, so I really wanted to get your input on that, and as a son as well. Because before we go to another, what do you feel about about that
weirdo activity?
Yeah.
Only because he's an elder. That's the only reason I say that's weirdo activity. But I don't know. Sound like he low key hating on the low.
Yeah, I guess, but hey, both of y'all are proven people wrong.
If he can think that, and I know he got kids, if he could think that as a father, something wrong. So if you don't think that you should have your child's best interest at heart, you know, you at the end of the day, it's your job to protect your child in that ring. So, I mean, he got kids. I don't think you should be thinking like that.
Facts. I agree 100%. And now what y'all doing now, the people that's coming up after y'all is going to be asking Pops, yo, I want to get my son into this, but this is you know how boxing is, and you know there's good reputation of boxing, there's bad reputation of boxing. How can I maneuver my son in this type of business. You know, so y'all got you are one of those probably one or three fathers that can actually school people around the world in this business of boxing. Not everybody is doing what y'all doing. Y'all been independent from the beginning. Not everybody could do what y'all done. People are scared to risk it, you know. The way that y'all did it. You put your chips in the plate and I put in the work, man, in and out the ring, man. I applaud y'all.
Well, let me tell you this, it's time for a good plug. We got the biopic coming out, How to Raise a Champion. It should be out in 2-3 months. Make sure y'all watch that. I think it's gonna be on Netflix, but we didn't pick what station yet. So that's coming out. So make sure y'all peep that. In the book. All right. So go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Shout out to Christian Padilla with a $2 super chat. He said Bradley smoking that Pookie crack from New Jack City.
Really?
Oh man, good looking out, Christian. So look, man, 2023 has been an epic year in the sport of boxing. Y'all made y'all statement. I think it's your best performance, but also in a large scale in the sport of boxing, we did have Tank, we had Ryan, we had Benavidez, we had Plant, we had Canelo coming back, we had Tio, we had Taylor, we had Lomo, we had Devin. We're about to get the fight that we all want to see. Shakur, Stevenson. I mean, we did have Shakur versus Yoshino, but we're going to see Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. I know a lot of people already asked you about that. Quick pick. Don't even give me a breakdown. Just give me the quick pick.
Crawford
Spence.
Crawford Spence.
You already know how we are. When it comes to
Spence, Bobby, come on, man. We Texas, man. What's good, Texas? Nah,
I'm not with Texas, but Crawford skill level, man. I think he's gonna show a whole nother side. It's gonna be an amazing fight, but I think both of them gonna show a whole nother level than they showed before because it's two A-level fighters fighting.
yeah, man. It is. It's great. It's great. How's that? How is that partnership also with Golden Boy Promotions? How y'all feeling? I know y'all. I asked y'all that question when y'all first signed, but now y'all got 3 fights in, right, with them?
No, we got a lot.
I think
With Golden Boy, right? Y'all had the Thursday main event when y'all first signed. Then you had the Tank Davis and Rand Garcia.
Then we had
4.
We had 4.
4. Okay. So how now is the partnership between Golden Boy Promotions and Kid Austin?
Oh, after this weekend, it just got even better.
He didn't hear you. He got looked it up.
Oh, I said after this weekend, it just got even better.
Yeah. How what was the compliments of I know we heard from Bernard Hopkins as well, but how do you feel about that compliment, especially coming from a legend like Bernard Hopkins?
I just take it, go with the flow. Whatever he tells me I feel like I need to work on, that's what we work on. But at the end of the day, we're not satisfied, so it's up to us.
No, we said not with the company. He said as far as his performance and for us to work on that. But with Golden Boy, it's amazing. It's amazing. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're dumb for going there."
Yeah.
Hell for signing them. Now look, they 100% behind him, putting all their money behind him. Oscar said he's gonna make him a star, and Oscar holding up to his word. B-Hop is giving that guidance, like pulling us the Jojo fight. He was with him out there before that, like, yo, this would be a great fight. Can I announce it? And I said, yeah. So, they with us 100%, and we just got to do our job.
After he made that announcement, and y'all finished the post fight conference. What the exchange with you and Jojo? Did Jojo actually say, you know what? Yeah, I'm willing to fight you. What was the response?
He didn't say nothing.
He needed time to think. He needed time to process that. I mean, he was just leaving the media, his press thing, and Bernard Hopkins stopped him and say, yo, the next fight by October, you a Kid Austin, make the fight, send him the contract. So for him, it's like, oh shit, that just happened.
Nah, that's no excuse. If you, even as a man, you're going to say, all right, let's do it. I feel like, but that's for him and his team to discuss. Okay.
Maybe he got caught off guard, right?
He got caught off guard. He had to process that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw us when I saw, he was smiling and stuff like that. It was respectable, I think he got caught off guard though, because of course everybody leading up to the fight, of course, we're talking about Kid Austin, Keyshawn Davis, because of course we've seen y'all go back and forth. So the Jojo Diaz really never, I don't think we never anybody ever mentioned that. Even though they are in the same weight class, same banner, but it seems like nobody really mentioned that. And as soon as Bernard Hopkins said that, it's like, yo,
That makes sense.
why not? Why not? Jojo, get in the ring this October, man. And shout out to Jojo.
Good this last fight. He looked good this last fight.
Yeah, and he is going through he put it on social media, going through I believe it was alcoholism and things of that nature, taking a day at a time. So Jojo, keep on doing what you're doing, man. Stay healthy, because you're going to need to stay healthy versus a Kid Austin, because he's getting older, getting stronger, getting faster. The twitch muscle is getting more twitcher. So, hey yo, it's gonna be scary for the life.
Now, Punch, I gotta get ready, let him go to bed. As you can see the medicine kicking in. You see it?
Shout out to Kid Austin, great performance versus Rose. Rose, hope you're healthy and stuff like that. Make your way back, make it back in the ring. Kid Austin, we could actually say the boogeyman in the lightweight division already.
That's right.
I mean, you seen the way I was licking the blood, so.
Yeah, let's go, Vampires in Brooklyn. Let's go, baby.
I gotta get an interview though when I feel better.
Oh, of course, man.
I feel good. I'm just tired.
It's fun that healed up.
Yeah.
Nah, heal up, and it was an honor just giving me the opportunity to talk to you right after a fight, and just rest up, champ. Rest up and get back in the ring when you can. And we can't wait to see you back in the ring. Shout out to Golden Boy Promotions. Shout out to Eric Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, the whole team, Cameron Davis, everybody that has put you in position, that's helped you put it in position. Shields, Rick Ross, everybody, the whole team, and most importantly, Pops. You're doing a hell of a job. You're representing fatherhood to the fullest, and you're an inspiration to us fathers and everybody that's tuning in.
Thank you, Punch. Talk to you soon, though.
All right, brother. All right, champ. Kid Austin. Let's go. Jojo Diaz, where you at, Jojo? Jojo Diaz, where you at, Jojo? Don't you run from Kid Austin, all right? We got a good fight. Bernard Hopkins, the legend, has called the man out. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry for. I'm sorry. I wasn't even tuned into that. Kid Austin, great win this weekend. Question. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay. My fault, Jay. Matter of fact, I will ask them. I know they're gonna. We probably get back probably next week. He just finished. As a matter of fact, he just finished having surgery. In his cheekbone. So I think that's so he didn't want to talk too much. He couldn't talk too much as that, and the medicine was wearing off. But it was great, and it was an honor for him to give me the opportunity. He just came out of surgery, so I would definitely, of course, forward him that, and I would definitely, of course, let him know the next time he's gonna probably come back to the show probably next week. Kid Austin, great win this weekend. If you can name your next 3 fights, who will they be and why? Punch, great interview, by the way, man. Good looking out, Jay. I apologize for that, my brother. I apologize for that. I didn't even have it on the comment section on my screen. HLD said thank you for coming on and heal up, champ. Can't wait for the next fight. Yeah, man, he really showed out today. Any boxing fan in the building was good. Any boxing fan in the building? I'm sorry about that, Jay. My fault. I just looked at the comment section right now. I had it on something else. Because I was gonna put the video when he was actually licking his chops, but I'm like, you know what? That's a DAZN video, and when it comes to DAZN will restrict your video, even if it's like 3 seconds. So I was actually trying to put the edit up there of when he's licking his chops, but I'm like, I don't know, man. DAZN, and then you put it on live stream, they'll strike you, and then 90 days you can't even go live. So my fault, man. I saw that effing late, man. Apologize, my brother. Good looking out with a super chat, though, man. Would they fight Jojo Diaz at a catchweight? Nah, it's gonna be 135, I believe so. B-Hop crazy as hell. Shout out to Charles Edward Gessel in the building. What's good, man? Jay in the building. What's good? Rapstar Boxing Now is the voice of the UK, London in the building. NE Boxing fan in the building. What's good, man? Ralph in the building. What's good, y'all? So look, 2023 has been a wonderful year. You got the lightweight division is getting deeper, is getting stacked up, is getting deeper. The 140-pound division, I call it the landmines. From one to number 16, the 140-pound division is lit. The 135-pound division is lit. Let me see. You got Devin Haney, you got Lomachenko, you got Shakur Stevenson, you got Javonte Tan Davis, you got William Cepeda, you got Kid Austin, you got Keyshawn Davis, you got Linares, you got Jojo Diaz, you got Mitchell Rivera moving into the 140. I'm telling you, the 140 is crazy. It's crazy. Jackie Hernandez, new member to Ponte Tronqui. Jackie, la reina de boxeo. Good looking out, Jackie. Welcome to the family. You always been family, but welcome to the family. That's good, Jackie. New member. Appreciate you, Jackie. Appreciate you to the fullest. Joining NE Boxing, joining HLD, Randy, Danny. Thank you, Jack. But look, yo, the lightweight division is crazy. And I think that he has enough veterans in where he could build up his resume. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, matter of fact, the 3 fights that they said was to answer that question, the 3 fights that they said was Jojo Diaz, Linares, and William Cepeda. If they could knock down everybody, in Golden Boy Promotions, then that would be good. César, con 2 pesos de super Chari Party K in the building. César. ¿Dónde está César? Espera. This thing. César con los 2 pesos de plátano. Good looking out, César. Good looking out. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like. Let's go. Let's get these likes up. Let me see. 32 likes. Come on, 32 likes. Come on, y'all. 32 likes. Man, we got a phenom in 135-pound division, and that's the love that we get. Man. I guess we just got to talk ish out here, man. You know, I guess people are not in tune with real boxing talk. I guess people just want me to diss other boxing content creators, and maybe, I don't know. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me one. What up? All right, I'm back. Give me 1 second. So yeah. Devin should have wanted to. Let me see, Jackie. Chick in the building. What's good? Happy hour somewhere. What's good? Yeah. Hit the like button, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like, smash the like. Let me see where we at. We got 39 likes. All right. Nobody really want to talk about boxing. Okay. It's okay. You know, I get it. Your boy, Mr. Moonshine, ain't know that for the community. I get it for today. You know, it's all good. Guess I got to step my game up, I guess. You know, guess people not in tune with the channel like that. I get it. You know, things that we need to work out, I guess. Christian said, Jackie, new member. Yeah, welcome with Christian and Cesar. So for Kid Austin, you got a good fight with Jojo Diaz. If you get past Jojo Diaz, maybe Jorge Linares, get past Jorge Linares, and you got William Cepeda, man. He got great fights out there in Golden Boy Promotions. They want to do crossover promotions. Of course, a Keyshawn Davis fight will be good. He's fought in the zone before with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, but he's with Top Rank right now. That's a fight that's going to be brewing. That's a fight that's going to be building. I think that's going to be a good fight right there. Kid Austin is only 20 years old, man. Kid Austin is only 20 years old. He looked like a man child. His power is not questioned. His skills is not questioned. He's been sparring and getting the best out of these guys in terms of Javante Tan Davis. He was in camp with Javante Tan Davis while they was in camp with Sean Porter. He was in camp with Jojo Diaz. He was in camp. He's been in camp with Devin the Dream Haney. He's been, and everybody know the story with their sparring session and stuff like that. So Keyshawn, so Kid Austin, he got the reputation. He already got a reputation. You know what I'm saying? And he's been in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. So Kid Austin is a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people know him in the lightweight division. I think there's gonna be people that's gonna avoid him now, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna age him out, and that's the good thing about Kid Austin. You're not gonna age him out. If I was you, before he start gaining experience and after experience, actually just fight the guy. If I was Jojo Diaz, I'd just fight him now. Because the more that he gains and the more he grows, because he's still going to grow. He's only 20 years old. You know? Chick in the building. Chick in the building. Call the pass all that super chatty potty gay in the building. Show you some love. Good looking out. Chick. Good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. And I'm working on the grammar. You know, I'm working on the grammar, bro. Working on the grammar. You feel me? But yes, man, 2023 has been a hell of a year. We got great fights, great build up to fights and negotiations. Earlier today, we see Dillian White versus Dillian White and Anthony Joshua going to be throwing down. And I believe what Anthony Joshua was saying, that the heavyweight division hasn't been the same. And I think, I don't know if he should. I when I first heard him say that, I was agreeing, but then I'm like, you ain't never fought Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder ain't never fought you, and y'all could have had the undisputed right there in 2015. This is not 2023. It's almost going to be a decade. I don't remember that. Matter of fact, almost going to be a decade when we had the potential of an undisputed heavyweight fight. And the last time we seen a heavyweight undisputed was probably 22, 23 years ago with Lennox Lewis. So I don't even know what the heavyweight division is doing. You know what I'm saying? We got Alexander Usyk going to be fighting Danny Dubois. Danny Dubois is a guy that you got to give credit to. I mean, we always talking about fighters daring to be great. Danny Dubois fought Joe Joyce when he didn't need to fight Joe Joyce. Danny Dubois got dropped like 2-3 times in his last fight and came right back and knocked the dude out. Showed the battle with nutrition, but his chin is suspect. I think that if Joe Joyce could jam him to death, I think that Alexander Usyk just going to be dancing around Danny Dubois. But maybe it's Alexander Usyk, the type of person that's going to be fighting to the level of his competition. We don't know, because he ain't looked great versus Derek Chisora. He didn't look great, like awesome in his first outing in the heavyweight division. So versus Danny Dubois, maybe Danny Dubois got to punch his chance. And this is the heavyweight division. They always got to punch his chance. So we don't know. Trying to land himself a big money fight, not a high risk, low reward situation. Who's Basura? The lightweight, the junior welterweight division is the landmine division. It doesn't matter if you're the number 1 versus the number 16, and you can flip it around however you want it. In the junior welterweight division, you got Teofimo Lopez, Teo, Josh, Regis, Matias, Rolly, Ryan, Montana Love, Brandon Lee, Cepeda, Ramirez, Hitchison, Prograis. Did I say Prograis already? Prograis. If Devin Haney moves up, Gary Antoine Russell. If Javonte Tan Davis moves up, I'm already naming 15 guys already. That if the number one, let's say Teofimo Lopez is number one, and let's say the number 15 is Hitchison or Arnold Barbosa, that's 16. If they don't come prepared, you're gonna lose. I'm not saying that Teofimo Lopez is gonna lose to Barbosa or Hitchison and stuff like that, but I'm just saying this is the deepest division I've ever seen, bro. In my time, it's the deepest division. O'Hara Davis, right? That another name right there. Mitchell Rivera. Put it there. Oh shit. Mitchell Rivera, 17. I'm saying Davis, 17. Mitchell Rivera, 18. Lippinet, 19. Elvis Rodriguez, 20. Yo, top 20 in the 140-pound division. Anybody, if you don't come 100%, and of course, that's kind of cliche, saying if you don't come 100%, anybody could get gas. Sando Martin, 21. Sando Martin, 21, bro. 21. Think about the top 140. Think about it. Let's say if Sando Martin is number 21. 21. Look at the names that I just named in 140. The deepest division I've ever experienced in my whole time in boxing. That's crazy. I said John Taylor already. That was the second one I said. I would have put Adrian Broner out there. We put him 22. Look how deep this division is, bro. Let's say it again. You got Tio. Taylor, Prograis, Matias, Rowley, Jose Ramirez, Jose Cepeda, Arnold Barbosa, Hitchison, Gary Antoine. That's 10. Montana Love, Sergey Lippinet, Elvis Rodriguez, Mitchell Rivera. If Devin Haney moves up, Ryan Garcia. If Javonte Tan Davis moves up, he already campaigned 140. That's 17. Who else? I know we had like 22, but it's so much. Puello, you can add Puello in there. You can add Ponce in there. Because Ponce did good. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Batiz was just the man. They gotta look at it like this, man. Let's just put a tournament in 140 pounds. That should be like the NCAA tournament. You're gonna see a lot of upsets. The 140-pound division should be in a tournament right now. 20 men tournament. A 20-man tournament, bro. That's my favorite division right now. 140-pound division. It's hard. It's hard for anybody to be like, yo, can you clean out the 140-pound division? Like, it's hard, like, yo, clean out the 100 because you got young fighters coming up. And it's good fights, too. You know what I'm saying? Richardson Hitchison versus Montana Love is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those fights that it's two young fighters, almost like when Keith Thurman fought Diego Chavez, when Michelle Rivera fought Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? There's these type of fights that naturally you build it up, but because they're not really prepared and they can make money or they can fight for a title. But look, you got Brandon Lee. You got Pedro Compa that did his thing versus Brandon Lee as well. The 147-pound division is kind of lacking, in my opinion. 147-pound division, and for me, man, took a step back. Especially we was going to be having Virgil Ortiz versus Stanionis, and Virgil Ortiz is going to be moving up to the 154-pound division. Bruce Ennis, who did his thing this past weekend, as we all know. But what's the names for Bruce Ennis? Of course, we got Conor Benn, but Conor Benn, he turned a lot of people off, especially out there in the UK, in which he was supposed to bring that type of country, that type of element, a fighter that's backed by a country, and Conor Benn effed that up. And the more that Conor Benn keep on fighting for for the drug test. I'm gonna tell you like this: you already lost in public perception. Kind of best stop spending your money trying to seek these scientists and doctors. You're already lost in public perception. The boxing world is just toxic. You're not gonna win over. It doesn't matter if all doctors you come out with, all scientists and everybody say that you pass, nobody cares anymore. That's been a long time. Just get back into the drawing board. Stop talking about it, because the more that you talk about it and the more that you bring your team to talk about that drug test or that positive test or the negative test, whatever you want to talk about that drug test, the more that you talk about that, the more that people just gonna label you as a cheater. Look, at the end of the day, man, people going, this is boxing. People look past that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna keep reminding people of this test, you're going to keep, it's going to stay fresh in people's mind. Move over. Move on with that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. We got 44 likes right now. 50 people looking on. Come on, y'all. What's going on with y'all, man? Smash the like. What the hell is going on? It's easy. Great fights, and I'm glad that also Kid Austin and his pops answered that Timothy Bradley idiotic comment about fathers being banned in the sport of boxing. And I'm gonna keep on asking all the fathers and stuff like that. What you think about that dumbass comment from Timothy Bradley and stuff like that? What's wrong with him? And he mad at his daddy, probably getting mad at everybody else's daddy for whatever reason. Pitbull cruising 135, you know. What y'all feel about a rematch with Devin the Dream Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko? There's people out there that still feel like Vasily Lomachenko beat Devin the Dream Haney. People feel there's people that's divided. They feel like Shakur Stevenson should take the 25%. Other people feel like Shakur Stevenson should not take the 25% and stick to your guns and stick to your value and your principle and morals and stuff like that. I'm with that side. Shakur Stevenson ain't no 25% type of fighter versus no Devin the Dream Haney. I'm sorry, man. Regis Progress in a recent interview with ES News, shout out to Ellie, said that, you know, they got to come correct, basically. Ain't nobody taking on 25%, bro. Ain't nobody taking on 25%. Charles Edochi said, I'm here for the rematch. I think the rematch is good. But even Lomachenko ain't taking on 25%, and he wasn't coming up with a belt. He had his $3 million paycheck. He made $3 million. You telling Shakur Stevenson how to make $3 million after he's a 2-division world champion, a silver Olympian, campaigning in the lightweight division, pound for pound fighter. Even when Vasily Lomachenko actually fought Devin the Dream Haney, he was not on the pound for pound list. Devin Haney want to give it 25%. Get the hell out of here, man. And a lot of people feel like that Shakur Stevenson back is against the wall. No, it's not. Shakur Stevenson back is not against the wall. It's not against his back is not against the wall. Shakur Stevenson already got a team that's going to give him the type of fight that he wants. Shakur Stevenson already got his minimum. Shakur Stevenson is already in position in the WBC and the WBO that if the belts are dropped, he's going to be in position to fight for those, even if he fights for Vasily Lomachenko. If Vasily Lomachenko don't get the rematch, then Shakur Stevenson top rank is going to push Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko. At the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson is in position to earn legacy and to fight for legacy, the opportunity to fight for legacy in the lightweight division, regardless of Devin Haney going to be there or Devin Haney going to drop the belts. Now, if I was Devin Haney, I do the smartest thing. Don't drop the belts. I don't give a damn how fat you get. Don't drop the belts, Devin, because that's your bargaining chip. As much as look. I'm gonna tell you something about the sport of boxing. I'm not gonna say exactly how much fighters get paid and stuff like that, but we understand there's politics. They say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. In the sport of boxing, the numbers lie. Okay? In the sport of boxing, let me tell y'all this. Whether y'all like it or not, whether y'all feel like yo punch on boxing, no, I don't like the shit that you be saying. I'm gonna tell you like this. When it comes to the sport of boxing, you ever heard that saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. In the sport of boxing, numbers lie all the time. All right? Numbers lie all the time. You remember when they had when Earl the True Spence fought Leonard Bundu in Coney Island, one of the dirtiest beaches in the world. When he fought Leonard Bundu in Coney Island on a Sunday, and they said that Earl the True Spence had 6 million views. That was the Olympic views. That was the USA team versus Spain. And then right after the fight, after the game, they put the Earl Spence versus Leonard Bundu. In the NBC, Earl of True Spence, 6 million views. No. That's counterfeit. That's counterfeit numbers. Oh, George Cambosa, he made 10 million. No, he didn't. We saw the court papers. So when it comes to the sport of boxing, men lie, women lie, and numbers lie too. Matter of fact, who invented numbers? Men. All right. So men lie. So a number lie. But we all know. Just break it down on boxing logically and objectively, and just being it is what it is. In the end of the day, bro, we all know that Shakur Stevenson and Devin the Dream Haney, they're there maybe in fan bases, you know, in notoriety. The amount of people that know Shakur may know Devin Haney and vice versa. Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson is nearly a 50-50 fight. And the reason why it could be a 60-40, 55-45, 49-51 is because he's currently the undisputed in the lightweight division. But then we can't contradict ourselves and say leading up to the fights like Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia that the belts don't matter. And Floyd Mayweather says it, and Oscar de la Hoya says it, and Bernard Hopkins says it, and little by little, the belts really don't matter. Nobody give a damn that Demis Andre had the WBO belt, and he couldn't get a position to fight Canelo Alvarez. People didn't care. People argue with me. They didn't care, but he went to fight Kovalev and stuff like that. Fuck Demis Andre, right? So nobody gave a fuck about the WBO back then. Nobody really gave a fuck about the belts. Even when Shakur Stevenson had the 2 straps in the super featherweight division, and Bob Arum publicly says that we're not paying for the fight with Joe Cordina or Gutierrez for Shakur Stevenson to become a super featherweight undisputed because nobody want to pay for it. It tells us that the belts has really no value. So why the belts is really going to have this type of value for anybody to take a 75-25, especially when the names are Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson? Think about it. For Top Rank, it wasn't valuable for Shakur Stevenson to become undisputed in the super featherweight division. It was not valuable. He said nobody want to pay for that. So now it has value when it's Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. No. If it ain't see, I'm thinking like Shakur Stevenson. Well, hold up. If it didn't have value for me to be undisputed, it ain't have no value. Now y'all putting value because he's undisputed, and now y'all potentially trying to throw this 25% to my face. No, the belts really don't matter. It don't really create the type of value that it's supposed to create. So no, let's go by the resume. And Shakur Stevenson got a great resume, great number of fights, great resume up to this point. 2-division world champion, beating Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez back to back. And fighting Consocial, a lot of people that felt that beat Oscar Valdez and beat Yoshino, moving up to the 3rd division, to his 3rd division, campaigning in the 3rd division. Yoshino, who beat Nakatani, who is used as somebody to gauge where you at in the lightweight division, and it was a top 10 for several years in the lightweight division, and took him out. His resume is up to par. Devin the Dream Haney's resume is good as well. You got Lomachenko. Yes, it's a questionable win, but at the end of the day, it was not a questionable performance. It was a questionable win because of the judges. But that was still a ultimate chess match. Lomachenko and Devin the Dream Haney did a good job. They actually fall to the level of the slogan of the fight: checkmate. Maybe he didn't check him, but it was a good fight. A good fight that is worth to see a rematch. See what the people say. Get the fuck out of here, man, said Charles. Devin Haney's back against the wall. It's not really Shakur Stevenson. You know why his back is really against the wall? Think about it. Because Devin Haney, we all know, we can all see. The naked eye tells us, looking at Devin the Dream Haney and looking at what he said in the past, and look at what Mauricio Sudamon said several years ago in the barbershop conversation, in which he rehydrated 24 pounds to fight in a fight, 24 pounds overnight. We also know he looked like a skeleton versus George Cambosa. He looked it better. He had a hoodie after the weigh-in with Vasily Lomachenko, right? But it doesn't seem like, and we've seen Devin Haney in between fights, but now most certainly it doesn't seem like Devin the Dream Haney is trying to go back to the 135. I think what he's trying to do is lock in a network deal and a promotional deal, which is smart, but he needs the belts to lock that in. Because if you have the belts, then you have a potential undisputed with Gervonta Davis. You have a potential undisputed with Shakur Stevenson. See, you need that belt. You need those belts to facilitate or use as bargaining chips to get this new contract. HLD said Devin Haney is cornered, surrounded by killers. That's why he's offering everyone 25%. And that's what I'm saying. That as much as the Haney and Lomachenko, we don't know how successful is those type of numbers. We don't know if that's his fan base. We don't know. And let me tell you like this, for the people out there that would like to be like, oh, Devin Haney is like Floyd Mayweather, people hating on him. No. Do not put no Floyd Mayweather and Devin Haney's name attached to. Don't put Floyd Mayweather's name attached to Devin the Dream Haney. He's nothing like him, all right? I'm tired of hearing that, and I'm tired of seeing in tweets and comments and replies. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They ain't no. Devin Haney got a soft spoken voice. He's not a villain. He don't try to be a villain. He can't be a villain. No, I don't watch Devin Haney because I want to see him lose. I don't think that Devin Haney got that fan base. No, he doesn't call for that type of fans. No. Oh no, he got the Floyd Mayweather. No, he does not. No, he does not. You can hate Floyd Mayweather, but you already know that he was still demanding that respective division. You know he was the top dog. We just wanted to see him in probably in the dog fight but Floyd has been in dog fights. He's been in position to have dog fights. He's fought back. He's put people down. He's put people out. He showcased power. Don't compare no Floyd Mayweather, not even Pretty Boy Floyd. Don't you ever, if anybody out there in this community ever try to compare and say, you know what, Devin Haney's like Floyd Mayweather, man, just smack him up. Don't you ever compare no Floyd to Devin the Dream Haney. You must be dead. You must be out your damn mind. You've been smoking some smoking that Pookie crack, 1986 crack, that Samuel Jackson crack, that Joe Biden crack that gave to the bunch of people and gave some needles and shit like that. Don't you ever compare no Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd, to Devin Haney. You must be crazy. The Shakur Stevenson fight is good. You can't lowball. We out here. We always talking about high risk and high reward, and that's where respect lies. I get it. Some of y'all fans will be like, man, I don't give a damn. I ain't getting no type of money from them. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Some of y'all like that. I don't give a damn. They better fight. As a matter of fact, Shakur Stevenson should take whatever Devin Haney is giving him if he wants to do what Devin Haney did, going back to Australia and taking the low ball offer. He ain't taking no damn low ball offer. Devin Haney never took a low ball offer. Devin Haney never took a low ball offer. Now, did he take the risk in going to Australia? That he took a risk in going to Australia, man? Please, look, I'm going to say it like this, folks. And I said it once before, but if y'all haven't followed the channel, I'm going to say it like this, man. That is a lie that us American boxing content creators and independent media likes to promote. Oh, my God, he's going abroad. He's taking a risk. Ain't nobody be talking about Lomachenko coming over here taking a risk. That never been a narrative. Is that ever been a narrative? Lomachenko comes from Ukraine to America. How about the narrative is not that, damn, but say Lomachenko is coming from Ukraine to America. He's going to get robbed. But we love to say, oh, Earl the True Spence going to Sheffield to fake Kell Brook. Oh, my God, that's a risk. We ain't never said that Tyson Fury coming from the UK, coming to America to beat Deontay Wilder was a risk. We never run with that. We never run with that narrative. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Even us American, when we talking about the sport of boxing, man, we weaken even the narrative is weak. One thing about the narrative being a lie, but now the narrative is a lie and weak. We never say that. We ain't never say that Alexander Usyk came over here in his first fight in the heavyweight division. It's a fight in Chicago. Maybe he's gonna get robbed. We don't say that. We don't say that Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, go. We don't say, damn, Manny Pacquiao is taking a risk, taking a flight 20 hours to America to fight all these guys in America. Damn, he's taking a risk, man. He probably going to get robbed out here in America. We don't give that. We never say that. Why every time American goes out? We got a baby in him or something like that. Devin the Dream Haney's going to Australia without his father. Oh my God. He's going over there without his daddy. No, Devin, don't go out there. You can't go alone without Billy. Don't go out there to Australia. Don't go out there with daddy. It's a big risk. It's a big risk. What the fuck you think he's going to be doing? You never say that. The whole community was all here crying. Don't go, Devin. Even I had to say that shit. Yeah, don't go, don't care. You don't got no. And I was saying about a manager. Your manager can't go over there, but people was talking about your daddy. Your daddy. Don't go over there. Don't go without your dad. He's a grown ass man. It was no but they just talking about Mando split. Exactly, Don Dada. Boom. It's true, Don Dada. There was no split. They were just talking about the inevitable, not the inevitable, but what the WBO 75-25 split was. It was never offer. I know that. I know that he never did nothing. You know why? You know why I know he never sent the offer? Because we seen before when Devin Haney sends an offer, or Bill Haney or DHP sends an offer, they show it to the whole wide world, just like they did with Gary Russell Jr. They showed the offer. They ain't send no Shakur Stevenson no offer. Showed him, how about you in the bet? Man, put it this way. Let's see an offer from Shakur Stevenson, from Devin the Dream Haney, DHP, promo. They always go by their bosses. Give Shakur Stevenson a contract, a term sheet. Let's see it. Let's see it like y'all showed us when y'all gave Gary Russell Jr. Let's see it. I don't want to see it. Y'all showed us before because y'all wanted to show the whole world that you ain't capping. Right? Like Mike Tyson said, if y'all friends, the best way to break bread is with your friend in the sport of boxing. If it's for you to fight him. Shakur gets 30% if he goes the Mando round. You don't got to even go the Mando round. You don't got to go to man. The only thing, to be honest, like I said before, we don't want to be in these people's pockets because at the end of the day, in the sport of boxing, women lie, men lie, and numbers do lie in the sport of boxing. We ain't never going to really know what goes in. Unless you his manager and accountant, tax people, you never really going to know how much, or unless you get how you say, you get sued, and then the court papers is public records, just like with George Cambosa, and we actually seen how much he really got paid. John Dada said, yo, these guys just drinking Bill Haney Kool-Aid. Teofimo was right about Haney. Fake it till you make it. But they say that Tio was crazy, right? They say Tio is crazy. And he boxing in the building. Brian Guzman in the building. What's good? Brian Guzman in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? One of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing, Charles Edward Cheese, say, yo, Punch. Loma Tank, Shakur, Tio versus Haney. What's your order? Loma Tank, Shakur, Tio versus Haney. I think a Loma rematch. It's gonna be. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If Devin Haney could go back to the 135, I'm gonna start questioning. What's the shit that he be on? With the Victor Conte, scam, whatever those. I'll start questioning that. I think a Teofield snack. I said scam. Yeah, I'm gonna start questioning with that snack, because if he makes 135 pounds again, look at the way that he looking. Look all filled up. Looking like Carl Winslow right now. Shit. He looking fat like Carl Winslow. If he could still make the weight, look, I would like to see the rematch. But in the end of the day, I mean, let me be real. Devin Haney don't really got to give Lomachenko a rematch, just like Devin Haney didn't have to give him a title shot in the beginning. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I like the fight. I want to see the rematch. Yeah. But let's also be real about it, that Lomachenko was not a champion coming inside that ring. And also that Devin Haney really didn't have to give him a title shot. But I'll say, I think a Teofimo Lopez fight is more realistic than the Tank fight, in my opinion. Haney and Tank. Even though Tank should get these type of fights, but I think it's more realistic in the Teo and Haney. We don't know what Teo says. Teo's retired, but he does speak that if what brings him out of retirement, if you put some respect in that check. And to be honest, Teofimo Lopez deserves that respect in the check. He deserves to be the A side in all these fights, in my opinion. Of course, it's going to be questionable with the Tank, because Tank does sell arenas and stuff like that. You can't deny that with Tank. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that with Tank. But I think a Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez is probably a more realistic fight to be made, in my opinion. And I think that I don't know if that performance made Devin Haney be like, nah, I don't want to fight this Teo. I probably would have fight him after the George Kambosos fight, but not this Teo now. Does it have to one of these four? Are you rolling with this? I like the Regis Progress fight. To be honest, I like the Regis Progress fight. I like the Regis Progress fight. Are we gonna give a chance to Devin the Dream Haney since the let's see if he move up to 140 and maybe we haven't seen the best of Devin Haney and maybe his power carries. I don't believe that myth. He does not have the power. It doesn't matter if he moves up to the 147 and give his body all the no. He doesn't have the power. He have the skill set. He has the defense. He has the IQ and stuff like that. But he's just not well. He was not gifted with the power. Anybody that been in training camp with Devin Haney or sparred him and stuff like that have stated that he does not have any power. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody is saying that, if 98% of the people are saying that he doesn't have no power, then he doesn't have no power. Don't matter what way he's in, because I know when he's in training camp and I know when he's sparring, when he's not contracted to fight, he's probably sparring guys at 100 that while he's at 160, 165, 166 and things of that nature, probably almost close to 170 pounds. You know, so why was Victor Conte back from baseball but welcome in boxing? I don't know. It's very, very weird. It's very weird. I mean, like, I could see why people could use him in case their opponents is using and he knows how to. But one comment that he made, that Victor Conte did make, that I'm always going to be like, he said that he could pass any test. So if he could pass any test, then he's always going to be questionable. And it's unfortunate. I don't want the fighters to be questionable, but he's always going to be questionable in my book. He said that he could pass any test. He could get around any test. So if he could get around any test and he's a chemist or whatever he is, man, I don't know. See how many likes we got right now. We got 59 likes. Come on, man. Let's bring this to 100 likes. 100 likes. 100 likes. 100 likes. Let's go. 100 likes. 100 likes. Come on, y'all. Shout out to Kid Austin again with the interview earlier on the day. A lot of people talking about Bruce Ennis. I believe that Bruce Ennis should make his mark in 154-pound division. I think he's probably going to be the way that boxing is. I think he's going to be wasting his time at 147. He already got 30 fights. He's 26 years old. He started his career before Boo Boo did Snack. Yeah, he's with Snack. He's with Victor Conte. You know, the only thing with Snack is most of the guys that is with Snack is not known for this knockout power. So if the Snack fighters was knocking people out, then everybody would be like, yo, what the fuck is Victor Conte and his fighters? The thing is that Snack got Andre and Haney and Caleb Plant. It got a bunch of fighters that's not known for knockouts. So it'd be like, okay, they're clean. I be watching this channel called Michael Jameson. I don't know what that channel is. I think that Boots should move over to the 154-pound division, and especially as a WBC interim champion, he could move up in the ranks and he'll be in position. He will be in position in the IBF. I think he'll be wasting his time. I don't think. I don't think that that he should. If Earl the True Spin, look what Earl said. Look what Earl said the other day. Earl said, leading up to in the Showtime 24/7, whatever they got with him and Bud Crawford, he said, after this Bud, I'm moving up to the 154-pound division. When he was talking about Canelo Alvarez, the potential fight with Canelo Alvarez with fight hype, he's thinking about the 154-pound division. So Earl Spence is not going to stay in 147. That's it. He's just going to be fighting Bud Crawford, and whatever happens. If he wins, he loses, is going to go to the 154-pound division. Bud Crawford may go to the 154-pound division. Virgil Ortiz already in the 154-pound division. Keith von Tom Thurman, you can't expect anything from Keith von Tom Thurman because we don't know when he really want to fight, when he want to say yes or whatever. We don't know what to expect from Keith Thurman. We don't know what to expect to Ugas. There is really now no fight. That what was a stacked division has become almost like the middleweight division. The only difference is in the middleweight division, at least that we have in Bud Crawford or the True Spence to fight for undisputed. But once Earl the True Spence leave and Bud Crawford leaves, if I was Boots Ennis, I put myself in position in case any belts is dropped by Jermell Charlo. We're talking about probably a belt is gonna be dropped in the by the WBO. We don't know yet because Jermell Charlo is gonna be moving up to the 168-pound division. He had a mandatory in line he had a mandatory in line with Tim Zhu. We don't know what the Belt Federation is gonna do by that, but I think that he should put himself in position at 154. Do not waste time in 147 because you're just going to be wasting time. You're 26 years old. You got the skills to pay the bills. At this point, your skills is just too much. We all see it by the naked eye. Your skills is just too much for these level of competition. You got to fight the Ugas and the Thurmans and the Spence and the Buds and you know what I'm saying? Or you got to move up and probably get Danielson Garcia over there. Get Brian Castano, get Fundora, get Erickson Lubin, get Tony Harrison. I feel like these are easy fights he could get in the PBC Showtime banner. He could get an Erickson Lubin. He could move up and get an extra Erickson Lubin. He could move up and get a Brian Castano. He could move up, get something like Patrick Teixeira. Get who else? An 154-pound division. Get a Tony Harrison. I think a Tony Harrison and Jerome Boots Ennis will be a good fight. I think that'll be a good fight. I think that he needs to move up at 154. Do not waste time at 147. Don't kill you for what? He said he can make the way easy, but man, Jerome Boots Ennis started his career, I think, first than even Tio. And look what Tio has accomplished. What Shakur has accomplished. Look at what Bam Rodriguez has accomplished. Look what Devin Haney has accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I know he had a tough promotional relationship in the past. He was going to court. They sell out of court, but I think he should move to the 154. Rashidi Ellis, he could get the Rashidi Ellis fight. Rashidi Ellis, but at the end of the day, since Villa beat Rashidi Ellis, is it a step up? Is Rashidi Ellis a step up for Boots Ennis? I don't know. Real split. He throws chicken over the fence. I gotta see that. I gotta see that Charles then. What's his name? Michael Jameson. If we being real, let me see where we at with the like 62 likes. Let's go. Let's smash the like. Let's go. Who else? What else is going on in sport boxing? It's supposed to be the hottest month, and it seems like, damn, it's kind of like a little. It seems like we're living in we're like it's a little low. Like the energy is kind of low. Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Good looking at for reminding me. Yeah, Boots versus Stanionis. Stanionis already been preparing in the gym, man. I feel sorry for Stanionis, man. Stanionis' career got blue balls right now. Stanionis' career got blue balls. You know what I'm saying? It's like he about to get a fight, and the girl be like, I got my period, or I don't want to do it on the first date. Stanionis' career got blue balls right now. He about to get it. He about to go win. And then she like, no, I just got my period. Or no, I just want to get to know you longer. I'm not ready yet. I like you though. You remember back in the days when the girl be like, I like you though. I really want to do it, but I don't know if it's the right time, because if you fuck me, then you're gonna think I'm a whore. Because if I give it up to you, then you're gonna think I'm one of these other girls, and I'm not easy. Nah, baby, I don't think that you easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just the energy. You know what I'm saying? It's the chemistry. Don't you believe in love at first sight, baby? Come on, baby. Nah, I don't think like that. I don't think that if you give it up, you're a whore, man. I'm like one of these dudes. I understand, because I understand you like me and I like you. You feel me? Look at all the movies, baby. Look at all the great drama movies. It's like love at first sight. Look at Titanic. Look at Titanic, baby. Motherfucker Leonardo DiCaprio gave the luggage to the woman. He only knew her for 3 days. You think I would have died for that bitch? Hey, yo, I would have kicked that bitch out. Hey, yo. Shit, I ain't no fucking gentleman like that. Bitch, I only know it for 3 days, man. Get the fuck out of my luggage. I found this luggage, man. You better drive, man. I ain't gonna drive. Man, Leonardo DiCaprio. That's some fake ass shit. I never would have done that. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Hey, buddy, I was looking at the movie the other day. That shit is sweet. That shit ain't sweet. That shit is stupid. I would have kicked that bitch out the fucking luggage. I found this luggage, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You gonna be drowning and gonna be freezing to death. I don't know you like that. Gave me pussy. I only know you for 3 days, and you think I'm gonna die here, freezing in the Titanic in the middle of the ocean. I ain't no. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. God damn it. What are you talking about? Why are you talking like that? I never heard that nobody talk like that. Bitch, I'm from the future, bitch. Fuck out of here. Get out. Can I join you? I'm gonna die. I'm freezing to death. I don't give a damn. But I told you love me, bitch. You only got some good. We only had sex like 2 times, man. What the fuck are you talking about? You think I'm gonna die for you? Yo, when I was younger, man, even the song was so cute. It was so cute back in the days, like Titanic. Oh my God, it was a beautiful story. It was, man, they only known each other for 3 days. In the shit. This guy gonna go out there and sacrifice his life over some puss. I see you all that good. She didn't all that. She wasn't all that. And she was taken too. Come on, man. I don't know. Get your ass out my motherfucking luggage, bitch. I'm gonna die in the middle of the ocean, man. I don't even know if there's some sharks out here. Huh? Out of here, man. You could marry that ice cube, that iceberg. I never thought that shit was sweet. When I grew up and I saw when I was young, I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was sweet. I thought, man, I want to find somebody like that. You know what's romantic to me? You know what it is? You see Rocky Balboa and Adrian's relationship. I like that. So when I was young and I used to watch Rocky, it was all about the training. I wanted to train like Rocky and stuff like that, run the miles like Rocky, but never wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do that. But anyway, as the older that I got, I started appreciating Adrian. I started saying to myself, damn, I want a woman like Adrian, like that. She'll ride or die. You know what I'm saying? The older that I got, and then I understand relationship, because you're in a relationship and stuff like that, I start appreciating Adrian. Adrian is the damn woman, the perfect woman, right? Shy, don't say too much. She's shy, don't say too much. She's always there. Sometimes she wanted to give you a little kick of encouragement and motivation. She got the guts to do it, takes care of the house. Well, it doesn't take care of the house because they got kicked out. And he went from bankruptcy, and she was paying attention to the money and stuff like that instead of pawn. But anyway, that's not like an Adrian, All these romantic. But anyway, going back to Stanionis' career. His career got blue balls. You know what I'm saying? His career got blue balls. Punch the Italian stallion, right? You want a girl like that? Facts. Though I do want to buy one of them space tickets. I will risk it for that. Damn, can you imagine? Yo, Charles, man, you buy one of those space tickets and you out there in Mars and shit like that. You remember Total Recall back in the days? You remember the woman with the 3 titties? I'm sorry, man. Lord, man. My mind is on all different places. We're talking about boxing. You remember? Hey, you remember Total Recall, the first one, Total Recall, not the two Total Recall remix. I'm talking about the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember him? Remember that? Remember the 3 titties? I'm telling you, these directors got to be on some horny they got to be some horny mother effers for real. Cause how can you? All right, you an alien. All right, we in Total Recall. You go to Mars and stuff like that. But how do you know there's girls with 3 titties and stuff like that? You got to have an imagination for that. You got to have some type of imagination when you're a director and stuff like that. Like, you'd be like, so how this person going to look like and stuff like that? Yeah, let's put a woman that got some 3 titties and stuff like that with 3 nipples and shit like that. Like, you gotta be some horny motherfuckers and shit like that to even come up with how are we gonna make them all right? Their face and probably have flat ears, and how about we get a woman that got 3 titties and stuff like that stuff too. I was dreaming about it. How about let's put it in the movie? Sure, I was dreaming about sucking 3 titties. I always knew that 2 was just not enough. You know what I'm saying? He used to hold my dick, but I needed something else. I started licking the middle sometimes, the middle of the titties and stuff like that, because I just felt like I just needed more. It just wasn't enough. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, but in the Frosted Flakes, es super chari pari que le dos pesos de salchichón de high low, dímelo. Good looking now. Appreciate that. High low, de lo mío. Listen, I'll be back. All right, I'll be back. Punch, what do you think about Rap Star Boxing Knowledge said, Punch, what do you think about AJ versus White? I think that AJ versus White is probably good of a good fight. I don't know if AJ probably is comfortable fighting White. Maybe he's comfortable. Maybe we're gonna see his killer instinct come right back, Rap Star. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still I don't question the skills of Anthony Joshua. I think that he got the skills to still be a top dog in the heavyweight division. I still think so. I don't think he could beat a Tyson Fury, but I still think that he's still one of the top heavyweights. But I just don't trust his killer instinct. I don't trust where his heart is at. I don't trust his approach to his fights. So with that saying is, I think he's scared to be hit. I think he's scared to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go all out. He doesn't press the fight with his size. And if he can't do it with Andy Ruiz and he can't do it with what was the guy named Franklin? If he can't do it with these guys, he didn't want to do it with Cobra Pulev, even though that he got Cobra Pulev out of there. But with Dillian White is a juggernaut. He's just a wild guy, wild puncher. But we'll see. I think it's okay fight. It's okay fight because I think it's a good fight for Anthony Joshua. Put it that way. I guess, the heavyweight division, there's so much that you could fight. You're going to see some rematches in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right. I mean, we're going to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. That would have been a better fight. Anthony Joshua versus George. We're going to see George Joyce and Wang and Big Bang again. So I guess whatever's out there, man, I wanted to see AJ and Deontay Wilder, but I think they're really scared to fight each other. I don't know what it is. Not scared, but I think they feel like if they lose one another, that's it for them. I don't know. They're trying to milk this shit like if it was Kell Brook and Amir Khan. I don't know. I think they're doing a disservice to their legacy, especially in this era of heavyweight. Shakur is avoiding Edwin de los Santos. Shakur talks too much. Rolando Romero said, Shakur is avoiding Edwin de los Santos. Shakur talks too much. I'm saying like this, Rolando. Shakur Stevenson will outbox and will make my Dominican fighter. He will make him look stupid in that ring. I'm sorry. No. De los Santos is not in Shakur Stevenson level. De Los Santos is not a Shakur Stevenson level, my brother. Shakur Stevenson ain't no afraid of the De Los Santos. Even though that De Los Santos is getting better, though. He's getting better, but I think Shakur Stevenson a whole different level, in my opinion. And if I was De Los Santos, you know what I'm saying, I'll still develop. Let me keep on developing and let me get my name out there and stuff like that. I think he should do that. Edo De Los Santos called him out. Yeah, I mean, he's in position to call out these fighters. I just feel like, is he gonna get that fight? He's in the PBC battle. Is he gonna get that fight? Right? I don't think he's gonna get that fight. Sometimes these fighters call out when they know that the business of boxing is not gonna be for that fight. Let's go 2-time in the building con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Parique. Said, rap, punch, run, boxing, salute, my brother. Keep grinding. Yes, you already know, man. Got to do what I got to do, man. You know, got to do what we got to do. Got to keep on grinding. Got to keep on going. Got to keep on moving. Got to keep on inspiring, you know? Good looking now. Appreciate you, brother. Rolando, not on this level. Yeah, he's not on this level. Said debate. Debate what? What do y'all want us to debate about? If you give me a subject of what to debate about, like what you want us to debate about, talk to us. Santos versus Martin is the fight to make. Sando versus Martin. Isn't Sando Martin is already going to be fighting who they just order? Sando Martin versus Love You Too, Cesar. What was the fight that they just ordered right now? Sando Martin versus, man, let me see. I know they just ordered a fight. Hold on. Was it Regis? Was it Regis? They just ordered Regis, right? Kevin Effect in the building. What's good, Kevin Effect? Kev in Effect. That's gonna be bad because I think Regis. Yeah, the WBC have now officially ordered Regis Prograis to defend his WBC super featherweight, super lightweight title versus Sando Martin next. However, they will allow an exception for Prograis versus Devin Haney, which fight, which is close to being made. Eddie Hearn has revealed. Wow, just thinking about this tweet. Let's read it again. The WBC, matter of fact, let's do this better. Let's do this better. Now, let's switch the names. The WBC is now officially ordered Regis Prograis to defend. No. Let's do this better. Let's switch the names up if y'all can remember that. Good looking out with a con los 2 pesos, mi hermano. Cesar. The WBC have now ordered Canelo Alvarez to defend his WBC middleweight title versus Sergey Derevchenko. However, they will allow an exception for a Demetrius Andre fight. You get it now? You get it? Did y'all get it? Let me read one. Let's go. I just want to know if y'all get it. Well, let me talk about Sando Martin and Regis Prograis. The WBC have now officially ordered Regis Prograis to defend his WBC super lightweight world title versus Sando Martin next. However, they will allow an exception for Prograis versus Devin Haney fight, which is close to being made. Eddie Hearn has revealed. Going back to that word, the magic word, exception. The word of the day, exemption. I don't know if y'all caught that, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I understand what I'm trying to say. So Devin taking 25%, right? Because he's going to the 140-pound division. He got to take 25, right? See, and that's what it is. Good looking out, Price Boy. Is he gonna take the 25%? Because people out there are saying, well, Shakur Stevenson got no belt in 100 in 135. He doesn't have any belts. Yeah. It's what he did in 100 in 130 and in 126, but he doesn't have anything in the lightweight division. He doesn't have no belt. He coming beltless. Well, Regis Prograis. So Regis Prograis should give Devin Haney a 75 and 25 deal, right? Should Regis Prograis give 25% to Devin the Dream Haney because he doesn't have a belt in the junior welterweight division? Wow. But they can't make an exception. Bigger money moves rules. Right? No. Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney. No. Come on, y'all. Come on. Devin Haney needs to move up and dare to be great and become a 2-division world champion and move up to fight the bigger guy like Canelo Alvarez did, right? Like Jamel Charlo gonna do, right? Like Mikey Garcia tried to do with Earl Spence, right? Like always trying to do with Stephen Fulton, right? How come does Devin Haney don't want to take the 25% to fight Regis Prograis because he got no belt? It's a division he never fought it. Come on, Devin, dare to be great. Take the 25%, even though that we know that Devin Haney probably got more fans than Regis Prograis. Or just as much. We don't know. He said Regis not undisputed. Oh, but he got a belt, though. And he got to pay sanctioning fee and belt fee. That's when narratives come back around and kick you by the ass and stuff like that. At the end of the day, man, we don't see the fight. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't care about 30%, 25%, 15%. I don't give a damn if it's 5%. If they give Shakur Stevenson 5%, but if that 5% is the most that Shakur Stevenson ever got paid, then I don't give a damn. You feel me? I don't care about the 5%, the 20%, 15%, 50%, 60%. If that's going to be the most that these fighters, I believe that Devin the Dream Haney and Shakur Stevenson should get paid more than they ever that they ever banked in. I believe that they should get paid more than they ever banked in if they fight each other. If Devin Haney got $4 million to fight Vasily Lomachenko, I believe that he should get a $5 million to fight Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson get $3 million, that's the most he ever got paid. Let him get $4 million. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if Devin Haney gets $8 million guaranteed and Shakur Stevenson get $5 or $4 million guaranteed. If that's the most that Shakur ever gotten and Devin ever gotten, that make the fight. That's what I'm about. High risk, high reward. High risk, high reward. That's what I believe in. I'm good with that. What about y'all? I'm good with that. High low. D-Melo. The Moonshine. Mr. Moonshine, the narrative slayer. Shing, shing, and shing. Go on you. Gracias, high low. Orisha said, T.O. set this all in motion. Real heavy hitters winning to fight the best. Yep. He started in the pandemic. Started the biggest fight in the pandemic. In the pandemic where nobody wanted to risk it. Nobody wanted to take a pay cut. Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko during the pandemic started all this off. Started all this. Everybody wanted to become undisputed stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get, people gotta pay up. They gotta pay up. Dada said WBC helping out Haney. I thought they only help Mexicans. Oh man. Philip say, yo, hit the like button, respect the badge. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see how many it is. 72 likes. Let's move to 100. Let's go to 100, 100, 100, 100. 100, ladies and gentlemen, 100. Let's go to 100, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Lit the like button. Smash the like button. All right? Make sure that like button look like a Coca-Cola bottle and stuff like that. Pipe that like button, damn it. Make the like button come. Andy Cruz, world champion within 5 fights. Hey, like I was saying, 135-pound division again. But I'm going to say something, Barry. I want to see how Andy Cruz is going to be looking good. I want to see how he's going to look in the heavyweight. In the pros, because I'm going to say it like this. Andy Cruz is a great amateur. Probably one of the best amateurs that we've seen in a very, very long time. And yes, he was going back and forth with Keyshawn Davis and stuff like that. And he you could say that he's the kryptonite to Keyshawn Davis, right? I mean, it shouldn't be a rivalry if you keep on beating the same guy. But I always said this, even in the amateurs. And if you ever watched my live show when I actually did the Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz fight, or before when I was talking about their fights before, because Keyshawn Davis, I've been following Keyshawn Davis for a while. He's been in the channel as well. We've been rocking it out on Punch One Boxing. I always felt that Keyshawn Davis in the pros will beat Andy Cruz, because I believe that Keyshawn Davis always had a pro style. I believe that Andy Cruz has an amateur style. I see Andy Cruz. Yes, he's good. The footwork is awesome. The footwork, the defense is good. He's very calculated, but he don't sit down in his punches, and he pity pats a lot. That's not going to work on the professional level, in my opinion. But we're going to see. He pity pats a lot. He don't sit down in his punches like that. And when he does sit on his punches, I also saw in the amateur that you could capitalize off him. He got good footwork, inside out. Know how to work the outside, know how to switch up. He knows how to do all that stuff. He's like a ballerina in that ring. But those pity pads, he'll just get these shots in to earn the points. He's not there to try to hurt you. He was never that type of fighter. But Keyshawn Davis is the type of fighter that got the style that he's trying to hurt you. He got a professional style. Andy Cruz got a amateur. Keyshawn Davis got a pro style. Andy Cruz got an amateur style. Let's see how Andy Cruz is going to be doing in his outing next week. That register so late. Did he just say make the like button come? That's what I'm talking about. Hit the like button, damn it. Foreplay with the like button. Make the like button come. All right? Impregnate the like button. Give the like button twins and treat the like button good before the like button take your ass to child support. You don't want to stand in that line. You don't want to stand in that line on a Monday morning, Thursday morning, going around the block and stuff like that. You better treat the like button good. Foreplay with the like button. Tongue kiss the like button. Give a hickey to the like button. Then do everything you need to do to the like button. Rape the shit. Andy Cruz beats Ennis. He was at 152 last fight. Andy Cruz do not beat Jerome Bruce Ennis in the professional level. Let's see how Andy Cruz is going to be. Because I'm telling you like this. I thought that Josh Kelly was going to be with the guy. I thought that Josh Kelly from the amateurs was going to be that dude. And I was talking about, look. And Josh Kelly has the same problem that I think that Andy Cruz may have. Look, I'm going to show you right here, man. Look. I thought it was going to be, for a long time, I thought it was going to be Josh Kelly versus Bruce Ennis back in the days. Look, I even did a video one time. I lie. Watch. Josh Kelly was my guy. Look. Oh, look at that. Jerome Bruce Ennis versus Josh Kelly, future mega fight, leading faces of boxing. But Josh Kelly didn't trans his amateur skill set and his footwork, his pity pad, the way that he showboats, he was nice. It did not translate in the high elites in the professional level, and maybe that's gonna be happening to Andy Cruz as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta see, because I think that, you see, one of my favorite fighters, one of my favorite young fighters, Ben Whitaker. See, Ben Whitaker, you know what I'm saying? He implements some power. He got the footwork in the amateurs and stuff like that. Ben Whitaker is my guy. I called him the Cassius Clay of the UK, right? But Andy Cruz, I like Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz Gomez. Feel me? Got my last name. Andy Cruz Gomez. Andy Cruz, but he pity pats a lot. He just pity pats a lot. And I don't think that's going to work in the professional level. Hopefully it does. Hopefully he's put in the work and had enough sparring, because remember, the Cuban fighters don't have a lot of sparring. They don't spar. It's not within their culture to spar like that, especially, you know what I'm saying, all out sparring. So we'll see. We're going to see. Boots is like Munguia. They handling fight right for the record. Boots has 30 plus fights as a pro with no real test. To be honest, I don't think that it was moving him like that. I think any boxing, I think that the problem was that his promotional company, you know, remember Boots Ennis is signed with Cameron Duncan, and then wasn't a promotional company that didn't have a lot of, you know, and did not have a lot. He was in a bad promotional deal. Yeah, they don't do they don't do like sparring, that the way that we see the tough sparring, it's not within their culture. It's not with they don't do that in the Cuban dungeon. That's why they're so they're like it's almost like a pity pat type of stuff. It's almost like all about reflexes and positioning and stuff like that. But they don't believe in wear and tear. They don't want you to wear and tear, hurting your hand to go out for the bout. That's why they always good to go out there. And it actually works for the Cubans, because look what they do in the amateur circuit and the Olympic circuit. You know, so it works for them. But if you notice the Cuban fighters, when it's time for them to become dogs, what happens? When it's time for them to become a dog, what happens? When it's time for Ugas to after he hurt Earl the True Spence, what did Ugas do? Back up. He didn't smell it. He didn't smell that. Look at this past weekend, a Cuban fighter lost. When it comes down to let's have a dog fight, I think, and in my opinion, that comes from the lack of the Cuban fighters. Still, look now, this guy's a whole different type of Cuban fighter. David Morrell. See, he's a different type of Cuban fighter. But there's not a lot of killers. There's not a lot of Cuban fighters like him. Look at Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Even though that he went for it, but you were supposed to end Deontay Wilder when you heard him the first fight. It's just they don't have that finish. They don't have it. They just doesn't have that killer instinct. They don't know how to finish you. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell is a whole different type of Cuban, but that's just one Cuban. And I like Cuban fighters. I like the skill set and things of that nature. I like the skill set. Rigondeaux got great skill set, even though that I think he's banned from boxing. But they have high IQ though. It makes so much sense as to why many don't transition to the pros. Well, yeah, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Cuban has the best doctors. That's a fact. Oh, yeah, they have the best doctors in the world. You know what I'm saying? They don't get paid. They don't get paid like the best in the world, right? Appreciate you, Charles. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We're all about educating and be educated myself, man. If y'all know something out there that I don't know, you don't let me know. Feel me? Yeah, man. But there is an emerge of Dominican fighters, though. And you got to give props. The one thing I do like about Al Haymon, and Al Haymon really has a heart for Dominican, Cuban, and Puerto Rico. They're like the island of the Caribbean fighters. He really does a wonderful job. If y'all don't know Al Haymon has done a wonderful job, and he makes it easier for these fighters to have the transition to come to this country. He will help out with the, you know what I'm saying, with the process. That I understand, man. I understand why Al Haymon is a special guy for fighters. I understand that, man. I really do. Shout out to LD Cedeno Martinez. Shout out to Henry Labosuca Cedeno Martinez. LD Cedeno Martinez. Shout out to him. You know, if Michelle Rivera has helped Michelle Rivera a lot as well. Al Haymon is really like, man, to be honest, man, I really hope that Al Haymon one time does an interview. There has to be one interview, but it has to be like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? I think that people will, if there's any misconception of Al Haymon, I think if he does an interview and really goes out there and explain why he does with the way he does and why fighters do appreciate him and stuff like that. He does a lot, and I know that for a fact because of me knowing Dominican fighters that I work with, and what has he done to facilitate, to make it easier for them. He don't baby nobody. That's one thing about Al Haymon. He don't baby nobody, but he's well respected. I respect Al Haymon. Right? He need to do one. I'm gonna say it like this: it's gonna be probably it's gonna be one of the most selling because he got a big story. Look, Drake, he could talk about with Drake, Big Daddy Kane. I mean, he's done a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot in the entertainment business. Bobby Brown. He was the man when it comes to the promos for the promo tours. That's why I think this right here, boxing for him is like a little hobby for him, man. You know, he don't really got to do this shit in boxing. Al Haymon was the man in the entertainment business. I don't even want who won that because I know that Jay-Z and Beyonce sued Al Haymon, and that was the problem with the Rock Nation and fighters with the Rock Nation and stuff like that. But I don't remember who won that suit. I don't know if they settled. They probably settled. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we probably have another interview tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if we lock down for tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. We got Maxie Hugh. Maxie Hugh going to be fighting George Kambosos out there in Oklahoma. Probably tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, we already locked down that this week we're gonna be chopping it up, but we don't know if it's to tomorrow or the next day or Wednesday. But Maxie Hugh, we're gonna be having Maxie Hughes. We're gonna interview Maxie Hughes. Shout out to Maxie Hughes, gonna be fighting George Kambosos. There's gonna be a good fight for both of these guys. For me, it's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I think more people's gonna be having George Kambosos winning and stuff like that, but this is gonna be a good fight. Maxie Hughes has a heart of a lion. Shout out to his wife and his kid. I believe his kid was sick when I first spoke to him. But shout out to Maxie Hughes. Shout out to George Kambosos. This is gonna be a good fight. We're gonna interview Maxie Hughes tomorrow. One of the pupils made FA for a minute spoke supremely high of him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Charles, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Al Haymon is a cool guy, man. It's not like I don't know Al Haymon, but I'm just saying I've been in the locker room and I heard him and speak to his fighters and the way that I understand why people respect Al Haymon. So shout out to Al Haymon. Al Haymon is doing a lot for fighters. Man. Doing a lot for fighters. I hope soon they do an interview of probably gonna do a documentary of him. And I think when they do, I think people, when they give the whole story of Al Haymon, I really think that people are going to, a lot of negative stuff that people have said about him. And it's funny, a lot of people have a lot of negative stuff to say, and they don't even know the guy. He never even talked or nothing like that. But ask almost 90% of the people that he worked with. Let's go about what all these people say about him. It got to be something really, really good. It had to be something really, really good to Leo Santa Cruz to name his own son Al Haymon. He had to be. Mikey Garcia loves Al Haymon. Danny Garcia, everybody. He has to be doing something very, very out the norm that all these fighters, all these entertainers love Al. They don't just like Al. They love Al Haymon, bro. They love him. So let me know, man. Look at Earl of True Spence. Earl of True Spence ain't go to BLK Prime. He stood by being loyal to Al Haymon, and look what we got right now. So Anyway, man, ladies and gentlemen, you already know, man. Tomorrow we back at it 6:37, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow, good looking out with everybody that show love today in the chat, super chats everywhere, the comment section, smashing the like button. Tomorrow we back at it. Everybody in the building. God bless you. You already know the slogan: God first, everything second. 5 plus survive, equals true champions. The best thing you could do is have a relationship with God, have God in your heart, build that relationship and stuff like that. Become a better person, become a better man and father and human being. Y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.